Hi there, join me for a fun idea on using the new wax seal set to create a new memory keeping layout with a touch of modern and fun. So, see you in a bit. Hi there, and welcome to a new episode of Inspired by a Card with Natalie. Today we're going to be working with the new wax seal, the stamps, the wax beads, and everything that comes in the set. I think I'm only missing one of the wax beads, but I want to give you a fun idea on how you can use this for your memory keeping. Think about journaling. It goes beyond just card making, and you're going to see that I actually have had fun with my wax seals. So we're going to get started by showing you how you can create them. So I have my the seal stamps handles. I have my stamps here. I have all ones from Altenew. I have also the old set from Altenew. So I have an extra handle. I have an extra warming spool. So I'm going to take advantage of all of that for this. So you're going to see that I have my wax warming set there. I have my tea light candle underneath, and I have my spoon. And I'm going to start with a little bit of, this is the white one. This is milky white. I'm going to put some of the beads in the spoon to warm up. And I also have my other spoon with some platinum. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on the warmer until the wax melts. Then I'm going to put it on top of, this is just one of the mats, the stamping mats from Altenew. And then I'm going to use one of the new wax stamp seals. And this one is, I'm using the mini ones. This one says with love. So you're going to see that I am going to go ahead and create another one with the platinum wax beads. And I'm going to use the one that has the double hearts and also the mini bow to create extra wax seals. And I'm just gonna keep on playing. Now what I'm gonna do for this project is I took advantage also of mixing colors. So you're gonna see that I have a little bit of the milky white and some of the haze blue, frozen lake, and I'm just gonna play with it. I want to create something that has two tones for my wax seals. So you're gonna see that I had a lot of fun creating this. It's actually very therapeutic. It's just once you get started, it's just do as much as you can, and then you can, enough wax seals for a while. So that's what I do. I keep it in a little box next to everything together. So I have all my pieces ready from the wax seals. I'm going to start working on the idea. And I actually happen to have these little pictures. And I also have the new fun little envelope die set. And I thought it would be a great idea to actually encase the pictures inside the little envelopes. So I'm going to use the one that is the wider envelope because it actually fit my pictures. My pictures are a little bit shy of 2 inches in width. So I went ahead and pulled out some papers. I want to stay in the pastels. I pulled out cardstock. I'm going to use Misty Morning. I'm going to use Soft Lilac, Blush, and Vanilla Cream. These are all from Altenew. And I'm going to use, like I said, the widest envelope to create all my pieces. I'm also going to cut the little envelope liner. I just cut it off some pattern paper that I had it at hand, and I went with the thinnest pattern paper that I can find because I don't want to add bulk. So you're gonna see that I have all my pieces ready. One of the things that I'm actually going to bring is my bone folder, just to help me crease the edges of the envelope as I am folding it to put it together. Super simple, and actually this is quite fun because they're so tiny, but it's so fun. Just like think about them beyond card making. So that's what I want to show you an idea with. So you're gonna see that I'm just taking my time. Once I fold all the edges of my fun little envelopes, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the liner that I created. Like I said, I went with a pattern paper that was super fine. It's a little bit of a creamish tone on the pattern paper. So the first thing I'm gonna do is after I fold the edges is I'm gonna glue the liner to the inside of the envelope. Once I have that, I'm gonna go ahead and recrease the sides, and then I'm gonna use a little bead of glue to the sides of the envelope, and then I'm gonna kind of glue the flap on top of it, and I'm gonna leave the pocket open because I want to house my pictures in it. So I went ahead and, like I said, I used Vanilla Cream for the one. I'm using Blush, Soft Lilac, and Misty Morning for my envelopes. I wanted to stay in the pastels because I want everything to be very cohesive and nothing to be fighting for attention. I want everything to be nice and contrasty and cohesive in the page. So I took my time. You're gonna see that I put a little bit of weight when I glue the sides of the envelopes together so that they don't pop open. So now that I have them all ready, I'm actually kind of build the idea of what I have in mind. And what I wanna create is kind of a cascade of envelopes coming down the page, and is gonna house my pictures. Now you're gonna see that I have two pictures that are in portrait mode. That means they're vertical, and the other one is horizontal. And I just gonna trim the horizontal to be shy of 2 inches in width, so that it fits nicely inside the envelopes. Now, one thing is you're gonna see right now is that I have 4 envelopes and I only have 3 pictures, and that's okay. The 4th one is gonna be for my Lenzo journal. So pretty much that's my idea. I have my pattern, my white cardstock ready, and it's around a 7-inch, but I want to add a little bit of interest to my background so that, like, it just doesn't stay white. So I went and pulled out the squiggly lines stencil. You're gonna have one of the mini ink blending brushes, and this is pale mauve crisp dye ink, fresh dye ink, sorry. And all I'm gonna do is just apply some of it onto the page, and you're gonna see that I'm not gonna fill the entire stencil. I want broken areas on my background. And again, it's not about creating a uniform look for the background. Literally, it's gonna be as if it was a broken or antique background. I just want a little bit of interest on the background. So you're gonna see the only thing that I make sure is that the edges that I use the edges of the stencil kind of to create a bit of a frame on my page. So I'm just taking my time at it, and you're gonna see that even after I finish adding the ink, I go with whatever ink is left over on my brush just to stretch the image or the design onto the bright of the layer. That's about it. Now it's all about setting up the idea on the page. You're gonna see that little bit of the background. It just makes the envelopes pop a little bit more. So I'm gonna start with my yellow. You're gonna see that I'm gonna put it on an angle at the top. Now the beauty here is, even though I put the envelope on an angle, I'm gonna make sure that my picture sits nice and straight. And one of the things that I keep in mind is that when I glue it together to the page, my picture, because I have those pieces of paper behind it, it has a little bit of a lift. So I needed to add a little bit of foam adhesive behind it. Once I had them all in order, I'm going to go ahead and bring those wax seals that I created. Now for the top one, because I have that yellow envelope, I am using Enchanted Gold mixed with the fern one. For the top one, the second one, the one with the little bow, is actually rose gold. The one on the soft lilac is platinum, and the one at the bottom, which is the misty morning envelope, I had a hard time finding one that actually matched the color. So I went with a combination of mint chocolate and haze blue, and then I wanted like the little designs in the seals to pop out. So I pull out the set of permanent markers. I am using the gold one, and all I'm doing is just kind of coloring the design inside the wax seals, and that's just gonna bring that little element in the center, just pop it out. And you're gonna see, especially when the one that has I have that marble look to the seal, it's just having that little bit of gold makes the design, or the sentiment in this case, the with love, pop a little bit more. Once I have them, I'm gonna go ahead and glue them right to the top edge of the inside of the envelope. You're gonna see it. I'm just taking my time. And the one at the bottom, even though I glue it at the end, you're gonna see that I'm gonna move it. And because it's wax, it just peels really easily. So a strong glue is highly recommended. So while my seal set in place, I'm gonna work on the title. I am using the bold alphabet die to cut the word today. I cut it twice from white cardstock, and I'm gonna cut it the top, the top look is gonna be cut from brush metallic rose gold cardstock. So I have all that ready. I'm gonna set it aside, and I'm gonna work on the journaling. Here's gonna be the fun part. My journal is around 4 inches in height by 2 inches, a little bit shy of 2 inches in width. I am going to score the bottom of the journaling, so 3/4 out of 3/4. I'm gonna flip the journaling and score it again at 1.5. My apologies. I make sure that I left around 1 inch of empty space at the bottom, because I knew that the journaling was going to be way longer than what it's like. There was a lot of journaling, and I wanted it to be in a way that I can pull it in and out of my envelope. So by creating those kind of zigzag folds, I am able to kind of pull out my journaling. So I am going to glue the first 3/4 of an inch of the first fold. I'm going to glue it flat to the inside of the envelope, and then the second fold is the one that is going to help me kind of make this a pull out in and out. So you're going to see that right now I'm actually going to carefully open up my envelope again, and then what I'm doing is I'm just literally playing with the paper, rolling it in and out, rolling it in and out, so it slowly creases and it makes it easier to pull in and out of the envelope. And you're gonna see, and I had to, like, kind of open apart my envelope for this, but once the paper kind of creased in place, it was super simple. So you're gonna see I'm gonna go ahead and re-glue it. I'm gonna add a little bit of extra glue when I do this so it keeps in place, and then I am going to move my seal so that it sits not right at the top of the flap but below the flap, so when I am pulling in and out the journaling, it doesn't take out the seal. So I'm just gonna leave it in place right now, make sure it dries. While that happens, I'm gonna go ahead and glue my title. And you're gonna see that I also am gonna bring another seal. This one is again created from platinum, and I'm using the With Love sentiment again. I went ahead and added my gold marker just to make sure the sentiment pops, but I thought that it was a little bit naked, so I'm gonna actually make the colors pop a little bit more. For that, I am using enamel dots, and you're gonna see that I have some from the Fall Harvest to pick up the yellow. I have some Sandy Rose to pick up the pink. I have some Soft Lilac to pick up the purple, and I also went with the Blue Mountain enamel dots to pick up some of that blue. Once I have that, I found that I needed another wax seal next to the word today. So one that had a little bit of milk white and a little bit of cosmic berry, there's like kind of a marbling effect, and it has the 2 heart design. Again, I'm coloring it with my marker, and then I'm gonna set it right next to the T. It's just gonna fill that area. And like I said, today is all about, it's not really about inspired by a card, but inspired by product. And I was inspired. We're giving you a new idea on how to use the wax seals and also the fun little envelopes. And I think it's a great way to add a lot of interest and make your projects modern and fun in your memory keeping layouts. And I hope this gives you a good idea what you can create with it. Remember, I did my interactive element. I show you how to do it, and I'm sure you can do it too. And I hope you enjoy this. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. You can find more details on the blog, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more beautiful content, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, guys.
Hey there, Lydia here. I really do hope that you've just enjoyed the video. If so, please subscribe to the Alta-New YouTube channel. Also, turn on the notification bell so you can get your daily dose of crafty techniques and tutorials just like this. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.